Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cloud Ops Central. My name is James, and today I'm going to be presenting to you a real-world scenario project with a multi-cloud infrastructure between Azure and AWS. You can always check out my portfolios. I have cloudopscentral.net and jamesking.info. These two pretty much have the same links in them. I also have my certifications on my private or personal website. So please, if you have time, check those out. In the meantime, let's go back to the project that I worked on today, and I will show you some of the steps that I took. Going to do this one a little bit different. Just going to show you some slide shots that I took. I'm not actually going to walk through the project as I go along, but I've completed a hands-on multi-cloud connectivity project connecting AWS and Azure using a site-to-site VPN for secure communication without exposing any traffic to the public internet. The problem that I solved was a fintech company with global clients needed private, encrypted communication between AWS and Azure. This simulated environment mirrors real-time architecture where compliance, uptime, and data security are critical. This is the Azure Private Network, or VNet, which is the foundation for all networking in Azure. It provides a private, isolated environment where we deployed our virtual machine and VPN gateway, or I should say gateways. The VNet allows us to define our IP address space, control traffic with security groups, and establish a secure VPN tunnel to AWS for private encrypted communication between both clouds. From here, you see a low-level screenshot of both subnets, Subnet A and a gateway subnet. I created a virtual private cloud in the East region and put everything inside of a subnet for isolation and security. You can have many subnets inside of a VPC. Depending on the region, you could have 3, 6, possibly even more. I believe 6 might be the most in the East region, but you can have everything set up and isolated in a different subnet to keep things separate. We had a gateway on both ends for security into and out of Azure and AWS. This is the Azure gateway. Here's a screenshot of the gateway at a high level. I realize this might be a little bit hard to see. The screenshots are a little bit smaller. I apologize for that in advance, but you can still see what's going on. This is the AWS gateway. I needed to create a virtual private gateway to allow access only internally and not externally. This was not an internet-facing program. I created 2 tunnels for high availability and redundancy. This is tunnel 1, and as you notice, it is connected. And this is tunnel 2, VPN tunnel 2, and if you notice, it is connected as well. I set some inbound rules in the security gateway to allow for secure entry. I did the same as well for outbound rules. Only authorized SSH instances were allowed into or out of the platform, and there was no external internet access other than the SSH machines used to tunnel into the system. I was able to ping from Azure to AWS, but I have ICMP request block going into Azure to show another security aspect. ICMP from AWS to Azure connected, but failed to return any results due to security restrictions. I can't really say it failed. I set it up that way to make a point that you can block incoming traffic unless it meets certain criteria. If you are a security expert, then you might notice or note that DNS sinkholes could cause similar issues if name resolution returned non-routable IPs, but here ICMP was blocked, not DNS. Some of the key takeaways, again, were that this was a multi-cloud VPN to ensure private encrypted communication. We needed to transfer files from one cloud service to the other, so I set this up to make sure that we could do that. We did verify the ping to make sure that the traffic was successful and sent some files. The setup uses Azure VPN Gateway and AWS site-to-site VPNs. These align with the compliance standards like ISO 27001, SOC 2, and HIPAA. I went ahead and did a cost analysis as well, and if I were to run this every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, it would cost roughly 13 hours a day based on the setup that I have. It could be higher, it could be lower depending on your setup as well and how much bandwidth, data, and things of that nature that you need. This has been a secure multi-cloud VPN project, again, by me, James, at Cloud Ops Central. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe and follow along with me so that you can catch the next project that I will do. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.